BJ in the midday. It's Vic Jagger. And man, when I have legends come in the building, like, I get so excited I have to, contain myself because I have the one, the only, the legend, Snoop Dogg. How are you?
Yabba dabba do, DC. Guess what? We love you.
We played, first of all, your number ones, like hits for days.
I got
hits. Man, don't even. I have so much to talk to you
when
about.
They come in and be acting brand new, like, I got hits.
Hits for days. And I heard we saw that you love go-go, too. You have on a Howard University shirt.
Look, before the late, great Chuck Brown passed away, me and him used to talk on the phone daily about us putting some sort of music together because he loved me like I loved him. And I was definitely looking forward to making some music with him. I'm just a diehard fan of go-go music, been like that since the early 70s, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Long Beach, so great music always made its way to our community, no matter where it came from.
I love it. And, DC embraces you as well. We can talk about all your hits for days, the way that you have continued to reinvent. And I hate to say reinvent because it's like you left and then came back. But you never went anywhere. Like, when you talk about longevity in this game, in this industry, especially now, rappers have one hit, club banger, and then all of a sudden you're like, dang, what happened to the dude that? But when you talk about Snoop Dogg in the 90s and working with Dr. Dre, and, it was that gangster rap era, but then you involved soul. Right. And I remember... it's a dog world. Yeah. Just a dog and me.
With the dramatics, the fabulous dramatics.
Like I feel like you took on hip hop in a whole different way. And then it'd be like, Snoop, be quiet for a minute. And then all of a sudden, drop it like it's hot. You're like, what?
Right.
Hits.
Well, I think what it is I study. I'm a student of the game.
Yeah.
And I always pinpoint my moments when they come out. I don't want to come out when somebody look like me, sound like me, or act like me. Mm-hmm. So I pick my moments to let the game breathe. Yeah, I can respect the game. I'm a real player. So, for example, if I got some peers of mine, if it's a Jay-Z, if it's Ice Cube, Nas, whoever it is, whatever that rapper is, and he's got a project coming out, and I know mine is coming out around the same time, I back way up off of it, let him breathe.
Wow.
And then I come when I need to come because I believe in letting everybody have their room to breathe.
That's real. Because, nowadays, big rappers find out when other big rappers are about to drop and they try to drop before them. And something just happened.
It's a different era.
I
come from the era of respect. I respected everything and everybody in the hip hop industry when I got in. And I continue to respect them. I respect the youngsters that's in the game nowadays. That's why they call me Uncle Snoop as opposed to some old washed up Snoop.
And there it is. And you know what? And I like that you are not afraid to call out your peers when you see something that's just not right. You had the situation with Kanye, and I know that was big, on social media and all that. But it's like you're not afraid to speak up and speak out when other folks are like, well, that's my man, I've been knowing him forever. And you're like, no, it's not right. Nah. And this is not what it's supposed to be. So do you feel like that's one of your duties as, people look up to these artists?
I think I'm like the voice for the voiceless in the hip-hop community, just naturally. I don't ever get a phone call or a text to say I should do it. I just do it.
Do you ever get any backlash from that? Because
I always get backlash, but
always
I'm Snoop
from the
Dogg.
artists. Do they come at you
don't
like?
Want none. Excuse me for saying it like that, but they don't want none. He's still here. He found God. He didn't change his life. He was a grandfather, but that gangster's still in there.
I was about to say,
he's still in there.
He is a grandfather. He has a cooking show. Yeah. He whipping it up.
Yeah, he got
don't get into
gospel album, all that good stuff. It's just on the great side of, but don't you dare push that button because that old gangster's in there.
Oh, no, Snoop, can I be real with you for a second, though? When you came out and you said all of that about Kanye, right? And I was like, and a lot of people were like, oh, it's Chicago, and Snoop's talking about, and I was like, but it's Snoop. Y'all really think that?
And then I did a show in Chicago the next day.
Oh, and there it is.
And Chicago came out and showed me love. Chance the Rapper showed up.
Yeah.
Twister showed up. The whole community. I think I said something that a lot of his friends wanted to say, but were afraid to say.
Yeah.
Because when we become successful and we move away from the community, we become superstars.
Yeah.
So you can't really talk to us the way you want to talk to us because we got money and we got power and we got fame. And shut up, you can't tell me nothing. Ain't that what this song was called? You can't tell me nothing. Wait till I get this money.
Yep.
So it's like, but you got to have real friends that don't care about that. It's like, hold on, homie. You out of pocket right now.
Now, has anybody ever had to do that with you? Like any of your peers had to be like, hold up, Stoop, chill out.
Charlie Wilson. Charlie Wilson has checked me many times. Bootsy Collins and Charlie Wilson have brought me back to reality on some, if you don't go back home and stop acting a damn fool for you lose everything, you wrong. You are wrong. Like, telling me I'm wrong.
as a man, first and foremost, but as a superstar as well, did you feel like, did that pride kick in at some point, like where you're like, okay, I'm tripping, but dang, you're right.
These are my uncles. I respect. My mother taught me to respect my elders, and these are my uncles. These are my hip-hop music industry uncles.
And we all need somebody like that.
And I love them like my blood uncles because they've been there for me, and we've been there for each other. So when they getting at me, they know my wife. They know me. They know my life. They know what is good for me and what's bad for me.
Yeah.
So as a grown man, you're supposed to teach a youngster that don't know no better.
You're right. And so when you make this transition, okay, so we're doing hip hop, and then all of a sudden we're like, oh, Snoop is doing a reggae, like he's Snoop Lion now. And then, oh my gosh, Snoop is doing gospel now too. And you know what's so funny though? I heard you do an interview before, and you said that people in the church were coming out kind of like against you, kind of hating or whatever. And you're like, I got such and such on my album. I got this person on my album. I got that person on my, like, I'm blessed. Like, you kind of shut out those so-called Christian folks, church folks that were coming at you wrong.
Right.
Now, did that change the dynamic? Because you opened up a whole new world in that gospel arena. So did that change the dynamics of how you kind of move afterwards?
I'm still blowing every day. Downstairs blowing before I got up here. You understand me? Ain't nothing changed but the weather. You understand me? Okay. He is still him. He is I am him, slim with the tilted brim. What's my mother?
Name.
No, I'm just saying. I think what happened. I think what happened was I learned to be a better projection of love.
Yeah.
You know, in the past, I was one to just not show love as much as I do now. I'm more into showing
you
love.
You seem like you're so like just happy and glowing and loving. It might be because of what happened downstairs, but
no, that too. But I just feel like from the reggae album to the gospel album, it's like I tapped into my spirit on who I really am.
And they focus on love in both of those genres. Yeah,
they both love. It's like that's the spirit of who I am. Snoop Dogg has always been that. When you say Snoop Dogg, you smile. When you Snoop Dogg, you just start smiling.
Smile.
Exactly.
Smile.
It's not like Snoop Dogg. It's always like
living
Snoop
my best
Dogg?
life.
Yeah, you got a lot to be smiling for.
Yes. All right. So we conquered music, and then we move to movies. Can I just say, Baby Boy is still one of my favorite movies? Okay.
You like the way I talk to that little boy?
F your fort.
When I woke up in the morning and kicked his little fort down.
Your fort.
People always like me to say that line too. They love that line. I was going to ask
you, but I was like,
I'm on the radio. I can't say it.
No, you can't. Forget your fort. Yeah. You gotta keep it clean.
I can't do that. I do the BT version.
Right. So we're into movies, and then you team up with Martha Stewart,
right,
who I thought when we first heard it, we're like, these polar opposites, like Martha Stewart.
Like, how's this gonna work?
No, yeah, but it really came together, almost like avocado toast. When people told me about that, I was like, "What the hell?" And that's a LA thing.
Yeah, it works. It works.
It works.
Let me tell you how this thing works. Martha Stewart parents raised her to love people. Snoop Dogg mother raised him to love people. I went through her background, and she grew up around white people, but she grew up around black people, and she just loved people.
Yeah.
The same way with me, I grew up around black people, but I grew up around white people, and I learned to love people. So when our spirits connected, we didn't look at what color we were. We looked at how much fun we could have, what we could bring to the table, and what people would think after seeing me and her become best of friends on TV. And it really became a genuine relationship. It was not scripted. It wasn't written.
It didn't look like it.
It came
just looked
to fruition.
Very organic.
Like, this is my auntie. Like,
yeah.
The respect that I have is sometimes exalted. When you give it, you get it back.
Yeah.
Like, I'm giving her all the respect in the world, and at the same time, she giving me mine. So
and she's super dope. I never knew that she had that like personality. And then I saw her on a roast.
Oh, she witty.
And she went in, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is the best thing ever.
She's witty.
So, you did the cooking show, and then can we move forward to your book? Like,
from crook to cook.
Snoop has so many things. And Thanksgiving, are you cooking a turkey?
No, I think I'm gonna do lobster thermidor with some filet mignon. I'm changing the game up.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, we're gonna change the game up. We ain't gonna do the traditional old Indian style. I'm sick of that.
Gosh.
Holding this 70-pound turkeys in my freezer for 2 weeks. Man, get that out of here.
Turkey sandwiches,
yeah, grandma
turkey
and them can't hold that up. They love giving away free turkeys, knowing them old folks can't hold them heavy turkeys. I'm making filet mignon.
So no turkeys, but the book. Oh my gosh, Snoop did a book from crook to cook.
Yes.
And
Martha Stewart made me do it. She
But that's a great lane as well.
But she made me do it. She was like, "How do you not have a book? I have 70 books." And you cook so well, and you don't have one book.
Slight flex on you.
Yeah, she bossed up on me like, "Why don't you have a book? If you do a book, I'll do the forward for you." So I was like,
wow.
"What?" I'm like, "What's the forward?" And somebody was like, "Cuz, do the book, cuz you're gonna need." I did the book.
You're gonna need a good forward.
I had the forward before the book was done.
I love it. Okay, so the book is out, and now we can get into the play.
Oh wow!
Because amazing, like Redemption of a Dog. And you can tell the backstory for the play. Like, how did that come about, and how did you kind of map out how you wanted the play to flow? Because it's a whole lot that can go into it, but you had to, condense it.
You had to condense it or squeeze it in or roll it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Put him in a blunt.
Exactly.
Or a joint.
So how did you sprinkle that play?
What I had to do, I had to break it down. Yes. I didn't lick the edges first. I had to just break it down.
Everything turns into rolling the blunt with Snoop, and I'm here for it.
I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead, Snoop.
I'm sorry. But Jacarius Johnson, great playwright, director, screenplay writer. I got with him after seeing Set It Off, the stage play, and it was amazing. And he wanted to do my thing because I gave it to him. I said, "I want you to do one for me." Cool. What we gonna do it about? I don't know. Then my peoples was telling him we shouldn't do it about his life because we're gonna do his biopic and la la la.
Yeah.
So it was slowing everything down.
Make a note of that.
So I was like, no, hold on, man. F that biopic.
Oh.
You could do this on whatever you want. You could take any piece of my life you want. Make this thing official like a referee with a whistle. Yeah. So what he did was he took some of my career, but he took a lot of me and my wife. Mm-hmm. The behind the scenes, the backbone, the misunderstandings, the understandings, the ups, the downs, the roller coaster.
Which is great because, that we're not in your business like that. I don't feel like you had a whole lot, I mean, aside from the court stuff and things like that, but as far as like your relationship, there are so many rumors out there. And I like that you didn't shine a whole lot of light on it. Like, I'm like, Snoop is not even addressing that. So for you to bring that onto a stage, but it kind of squashes everything that people were kind of saying.
It will answer a lot of questions. And then at the same time, I think a lot of black women will love and appreciate the fact that I made my wife the main attraction, that I made my wife the whole thing instead of the half thing.
Right.
And we usually do that when we messed up or times are bad.
In the doghouse?
Well, I live in a doghouse, so you can't do nothing to make me no worse than what I am or no better than what I am. I am the dog from the doghouse. But like I said, like usually these moments come when something is wrong, but this is in a great place. Everything is right. Everything is good. And my wife haven't even seen it yet. So she's going to see it when we get to L.A.
Okay.
And her mama, my mama, and all the whole family. So I'm anxious to see what she's going to feel when she sees this because it's really a dedication to her staying down and her stability, being there for me on the roller coaster ride that I took her through being Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Oh, and I'm sure I would love to see her reaction from that, Snoop. You gotta
I may have to keep
put
a
it on
camera
Snapchat or something. I mean, not Snapchat, on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm gonna film her the whole night and see how she reacts to certain moments.
Yeah. But that is amazing. So the play is out, and then so are you thinking of doing a biopic, like a film? Because we had the super film Straight Out of Compton that did numbers, and when you saw the person who played you and that that part in there, did you talk to that actor first to kind of give them or did they pick?
I knew nothing about that. I thought the movie was going to be about NWA. I was from Death Row, so I didn't think the movie was gonna go into the fact that he left NWA. I thought it was gonna just be an NWA story based off of them and those guys, and the Death Row story was gonna be separate. So it threw me off.
When you saw
I'm sitting in the premiere, and I see the dude come on there, you know what I'm saying, doing the Snoop Dogg. And he doing my lyrics and the whole thing. I'm like, well hello now. Do I get paid for this? What part of the game is this? So, you know, I love the movie. The movie was off the hook. Gary F. Gray, they did that. Drake Cube, they did that amazing story. But as far as
they could have
Snoop Dogg,
consulted with a brother.
Exactly, gave me something. But I don't know if I'm doing a Snoop Dogg biopic.
Okay.
I don't think 2 hours is enough time to actually.
There's so many. Like, it could be part 1, part 2, and part 3.
I feel like I'm gonna give you a little secret, and I hope it don't go viral. But usually when I talk, it
does. I hope that you give me one because I need the numbers. I'm kidding.
I'm thinking more along the lines of when you watch great shows like Narcos.
Yes.
On Netflix, you see how Narcos went from Escobar to the Cali cartel. Now it's about to go to Mexico. I'm thinking like a Snoop Dogg biopic. 70, 60, late 60s when my mother and father, pops in Vietnam. 70s.
I don't know why I just picture Menace to Society, like that type of feel. That feel. Okay.
70s when I was born in 71 in the era, the hippie era growing up.
Yeah.
80s, football, selling candy. Cocaine, selling drugs, gang banging. 90s. Rap became 2000. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
We already
but you see what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's more enticing than a 2-hour Snoop Dogg movie that you like. What happened?
I'm interested already, Snoop, so I need for you to go ahead and get with somebody and start right now.
I already got with somebody. I don't even want to expose the names like that, but I got some big wigs connected to it, some wigs. It's like some wigathons. If I said these names, I mean, these are some real
Snoop, now you sounded like one of my cousins.
So you want me to tell you the name?
Yes,
want me to tell you?
Yes.
In conjunction with Lee Daniels and Ryan Coogler.
Oh, my.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what we thinking.
Exclusive.
That's what we thinking. That's what we thinking.
Magic 102.3, 92.7.
Hello. Yeah. Exclusively on the Magic side.
Snoop, I am, you know what? You were such a joy, and I feel like I could talk to you all day.
I wish I could smoke one with you, but I know y'all got rules and regulations up here.
Yeah,
the old Snoop Dogg would have broke the rules and just came in just blowing like a broke stove.
And
like,
you would have hired, everyone
they told me
in here.
I can't be in here if I do this, so I'm going to go in this interview right now.
That was what, 1990?
Yeah, 95, 94,
Snoop?
somewhere right up in there where he just didn't care. He just didn't care.
Well, we have enjoyed watching the evolution of Snoop Dogg.
Matter of fact, that's when BET was in D.C.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Of course I do.
Right next to McDonald's?
And that McDonald's is still there.
Where is it at? Because I need to go over there. They owe me something.
not there.
I left my sack in there one time, and they act like it wasn't there when I got back. They play too much.
They took it.
Hell yeah, they took it. Y'all play too much. I need mine.
Oh, my gosh. DMV, I need you to get your tickets right now. Redemption of a Dog coming to the Warner Theater November 9th through the 11th. And Snoop Dogg, Tamar Braxton.
I'm gonna give it to you.
Oh, I love it. Snoop, thank you so much. And when you're in D.C., you have to stop by here again.
Hey, I love this. You know what? It's one other person in D.C. that I'd be looking forward to seeing when I come out here, but I don't even know if he's still out here.
Who are you talking about? Wait.
Donnie Simpson.
Oh, Donnie is on after me. What you mean?
Donnie Simpson?
Donnie Simpson
Lord
is on.
Have mercy.
He's coming in at 3.
I
you
love
probably gotta
Donnie
go.
like I love women. Like, that's my guy.
Now I got
right
to get
there.
Donnie on the phone.
Like,
now
for
I got
real.
to call Donnie for
Donnie
you.
Simpson is the greatest to ever do it. You understand me?
Listen, I work with him every day, and I'm in awe every day.
So you privileged. You know what I'm saying? You got privilege.
You don't understand. Yes, I'm in between Russ Parr and Donnie Simpson. I'm on the Russ Parr Morning Show.
Do you know who Russ Parr is?
I'm on the Russ Parr Morning Show.
Bobby Jimmy?
Yes.
Bobby Jimmy, you a fool. Shut up, girl.
Yes.
That's
he got
Bobby.
a big butt.
You got Bobby.
I've been working with Russ for 15 years.
Bobby Jimmy?
Yes, Bobby
and the
Jimmy.
Critters?
And the Critters.
Lord have
hair,
mercy.
weave. Hair, weave. Yes.
Do you want hair?
Yes.
Do you want weave?
Yes, Bobby Jimmy.
My God.
So Snoop, yes. You're going to have to come back and see us.
Will do.
I appreciate you.
And I appreciate
Snoop
you.
Dogg,
And your
y'all.
hair is extraordinary, too, the way you're rocking your hair today. Go ahead now.
I appreciate that.
You did that.
Snoop Dogg, y'all. Redemption of a Dog, Warner Theater, November 9th through the 11th. Make sure you get your tickets right now. As you can hear, Snoop is doing big things. So we're going to be looking out for you, especially on social media, because you're killing it right now.
You like my Instagram page?
I do. I really do.
I be having fun.
Thank you, Snoop. It's Magic
you.
102.3 and
Magic, baby.
92.7.
Ooh, wait.